Hey, what's up guys? Henry the Blasian here. I hope you're all having an awesome morning, day, evening, whatever time it may be that you're watching the video. Hope it's been great. I hope you all have had a good week so far. It's been now a little bit of 2K being out, so I actually want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below how you're enjoying 2K, what you're liking the most, what you might not be liking too much. I want you guys to let me know down in that comment section below. Now, as you can tell in today's video by the title, we are going to be discussing the top 5 Ruby reward token cards that you guys should either have on your lineup if you haven't decided on your Rubies, or if you're midway through deciding through Rubies and can't come to a conclusion on who you want to pick up. Hopefully one of these top 5s maybe isn't in your lineup and now you can add them into your lineup. Now, before we get into this video, I'd appreciate if you guys would subscribe and turn the notifications on so you know when I'm going to be uploading. You know we're going to be grinding out 2K19, so it'll be nice to have a lot of you guys along for the ride. So without further ado, let's get into number 1 out of the top 5. Alright, and as you guys can see at number 1, probably the most popular one without question and for a reason, 89 overall Ruby Eddie Jones. Now for these cards, I am actually going to be doing them in order. For some I might be discussing that could have been at the 2 or 3 position. I will be letting you guys know, but without question, number 1 is Eddie Jones. And a lot of you might be wondering why. This card is just overall phenomenal, sorry. 86 overall offense, 93 defense, 6'6", and the thing about this card is it only says 86 offense, which is so confusing to me because this card is an absolute sharpshooter. Decent driving layup at an 86, not too much post game, but the most important things about this card is that he's got the 84 mid-range and a 91 open 3. This card, along with some coaching help, makes him an absolute sharpshooter. And the thing that people doubt on him sometimes is that 84 mid-range, but again, when you have the right coach, it boosts that mid-range by like 4 or 5, so that can go up to either an 88, 86, 89. You'll be fine. But that 3-pointer, when that gets boosted up, it only gets more lethal, and he's got such a beautiful silky release that a lot of you would be hard to mess up. And if you're messing it up, oh man, I don't know what to say. He's also got a good free throw. He can speed boost. His defense is phenomenal. I know not the high shot contest or block, but top to bottom this card is clamps. The only thing I don't like about the card personally is the speed. For a shooting guard, I think he should be a little bit faster. 82 speed and acceleration is whatever. He's got a good speed with ball, which is a nice combination with the ball control, and that is why I would put Eddie Jones at the number 1 position. At the number 2 spot, this could be at the number 2 or number 3. Now you guys will see later on why he could be at the 2 or 3. Is Ruby Mitchrichman. I think this card is one of the most heavily slept on cards in the game, and for a reason. 88 overall, he's got a 91 offense and 90 defense. The reason that people sleep on this card, I did a gameplay on this card literally 2 days ago. You guys should go check it out. This card is a sharpshooter, 90 driving layup. His 83 3-pointer does not do him justice because he shoots so much better than that, and that 93 mid-range is so lethal, but his 3-pointer is so lethal and probably has the best release in the game to me. He has a better release than Eddie Jones, probably not a better release than Steph Curry, but his release is definitely top 3 as far as consistency as well and speed. Also got the free throw. Only con to this card is that he doesn't have the ball control. That is why he might fall down to the 3 position, but not too many people are running way too much ISO ball in the game this year, and the thing is, if you have the right coach, put a shoe on him, he's going to be fine. His defense is definitely a lot better than Eddie Jones in my opinion, and he's fast. That's one thing I like to see. 87 speed and 86 acceleration. Sure, he may not have the speed with ball, but running plays and getting him in the right position, he will get there a lot faster before the defense can react, and that's what I like. I prefer someone who's super fast without the ball, who's not at the point guard position, than someone who's just slow and has a faster speed with ball. But that's just my preference. This card definitely would put at the 2 position though. Can play defense, can play offense, is super consistent, can go to the rim very well with that 90 driving layup, and is just consistent on both ends of the floor. I love this card a lot. And then as far as his badges, this is where he excels some more. Look at that. He's got all the shooting badges, which contributes to why he shoots so well. Gold, limitless, deep range, mid-range, corner, and catch and shoot. It's mainly, sorry, I can't even speak English. Mainly the reward tokens are the cards that are badged out as far as going to gold badges. All current cards such as Kawhi and Steph Curry and all of them, they all have gold badges, so you will notice the difference with badges, and you really see it in this card, which is what I like a lot. Alright, now at the number 3 position, we've got Ruby Isaiah Rider. This card was a hidden gem, or not even a hidden gem, a full-on gem last year and this year, he doesn't surprise me once again. This card is a beast. Taking a look at him really quick, 89 offensive overall, 86 defensive overall, 6'5". Taking a look at the stats, you see he's got a 91 driving layup, phenomenal. Shooting is beautiful, and for those of you that are wondering about his release, super consistent as well. It's got some more jump to it, which is always nice. Great free throw, and the best thing about this card, driving dunk of 93 and a 90 contact dunk. So as you guys saw in my Kobe video, the 90s and the dunking really matter this year. Otherwise, they won't be dunking as much. This Isaiah Rider has some beautiful dunks in game. I just might have to bring you guys a gameplay with this card, and the reason I would maybe put him over Mitchrichman again, he's got the ball control, which is super nice. I just don't find his jumper as consistent as Mitchrichman's, which is why I put Mitch at number 2 position. And his defense, not too bad whatsoever. He can defend pretty good, and the thing I like about him as well is that he is fast, which is what surprises me. I know I put Eddie Jones at the 1, but Eddie Jones is just the most consistent card to me in this game. But otherwise, he would fall down to the 2 because of his speed. Isaiah Rider, Mitchrichman, they're both packing speed. Look at that 93 vertical, top to bottom. This card is also a gem. And the top 3 cards I mentioned, honestly, could be put in a purple wrapper and you wouldn't even notice the difference. Like, these cards are hoopers. Isaiah Rider, super nice. As far as the badges go, he's got 5 gold badges as well. Difficult shots is nice. Tireless scorer is really nice. Posterizer and relentless finisher. I don't throw enough lobs to really use lob city finisher. My shooting guards aren't usually the ones cutting to the basket. It's either my small forward or my power forward. But yes, guys, this card is also a gem. Definitely a must pick up out of the top 10 or not the top 10, out of the top 20 of all the Rubies. This card better be on your lineup or you are smoking something crazy. Super consistent. You will have a lot of fun with this card. Let's take a quick look at the stats to actually see how I play with him. As far as percentage, where do I actually look at my percentage? Oh, it's one of this. Okay, so I can't actually tell what my percentage is taking a look at all this, but he plays pretty good. Decent points, decent minutes. Overall, this card is efficient is what I'm trying to say. And at the number 4 position, no surprise, we've got Rubies, Scottie, Pippen. Now, surprisingly, this was actually one of the cards I thought was overrated when the game first came out because he only had an 83-pointer. Didn't look too phenomenal to me, but man, does this card hoop. 84 offensive overall, 94 defensive overall. It's 6'8". Now this card plays great. The reason I didn't like him, again, 80 driving layup, but he's got the 80 post fadeaway to make up for it. So if you don't have the greatest defender at the 3, he can play great. He can even low-key play at the 4 because of that fadeaway ability. Things I didn't like about the card were the low draw foul at a 65, low free throw at a 71. So you can see there's reasons why I did not enjoy this card. But then I used his jumper. It's so much more consistent than I thought. That 87 mid, 83 pointer, most of them are getting boosts from coach that I never think about. So that's really like an 83 3-pointer. That's really like a 90 mid-range, and his shot is consistent. That is one thing I will say. Driving dunk and contact dunk, he's got some pretty flashy dunks. Rarely does he ever posterize, but he does dunk. And a thing I was surprised about with the Scottie Pippen is that he can speed boost. 86 ball control. I never really knew Scottie Pippen like that. I didn't think like a young Scottie Pippen card that we'll be getting in the year can already speed boost. A lot of cards that we have at the beginning of the year can already speed boost. So it's surprising to see that a small forward can speed boost. It's always nice for ISO game. We don't got to talk about his defense. This is Scottie Pippen we're talking about. This has to be one of the most annoying cards to go up against when defending, especially when someone off-balls you. It's like the computer in this card is genius. Surprisingly, he has a 71 steal, but we all know that doesn't matter. He can play the 4 even though he has low rebounding. He's got pretty good speed for a small forward. Again, look at that. Even he is faster than Eddie Jones. Decent vertical, okay strength, top to bottom. This card is a lot of fun, and as you can see on the defensive end, he is just meant to be annoying. You put him on someone, that person is going to have a very difficult time scoring with already how difficult it is scoring in the game this year. Get ready to make it more annoying. But yes, this card is definitely a card I love. This is another card that you could have made an Amethyst and I could have been fooled. You could have replaced him with Larry Nance, made Larry Nance a Ruby and Scottie Pippen an Amethyst, and no one would be able to tell the difference. This card plays great, a lot of fun. It's the boy Scottie Pippen. He's mainstream. Who's not going to have fun with him? Definitely a must pick up for a Ruby. And going to the badges, again, just to be more annoying, is all defensive badges. Chase down artist, pickpocket, pick dodger, defensive stopper, and going to the rim with acrobat, which makes it a little bit more forgiving with that 80 driving layup. But I haven't really noticed the draw foul being a problem with this card. I haven't used him too much. I've used him quite a bit. I started using him a lot more recently, and he does draw foul still. The free throw, I will tell you, is tough. I actually airballed the free throw trying to time it right. I'm just not a fan of the free throw. But he is going to be at the number 4 position. Alright, at the number 5 position, this is a little bit controversial. This may be something you guys might not have been expecting. Rubies center, Artist Gilmore. I was going to put Dan Marley, but there's just so many shooting guards and small forwards that I mentioned before, where it's like if you didn't decide on one or the other, you could replace Scottie Pippen with Dan Marley and that would work, or you could replace Mitchrichman or someone with someone else. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of insider on a big man or a power forward, and Artist Gilmore is guaranteed should be the big man that you pick up. Not Bill Walton, not Elton Brand, not Kevin Duckworth. And a lot of you guys might be asking why when some of them actually have better stats than Artist. The thing is, he's 7'2", and this card rebounds and defends like a god. Yes, Elton Brand may have a higher mid-range at like an 88 or a 90 or whatever it is. Same thing goes for Kevin Duckworth, but Kevin Duckworth has one of the worst releases to ever come to a 2K game. For those of you that don't believe me, waste 12 reward tokens on that and see and let me know how you felt about that. But this Artist Gilmore is the truth. Why? He's got a decent driving layup for a big man at 75. Only 5 under is small forward like Scottie Pippen. Decent post fadeaway at 80. You put the right shoe on him, super consistent. Decent post hook as well. Really, if you know how to time things in the game, as long as the stat is really 80 or above, you will have a high success rate. And the thing about him is 93 post control makes it so much easier to be able to control the post. Decent draw foul. He only has a 71 mid-range, but with a coaching boost that basically goes up to a 75. Put the right shoe, that goes up to an 80, maybe 78. And dude, it's consistent. He's got a good jumper. He has hot zones all inside the three-pointer except for one cold zone on the right. That's about it. He may not be able to shoot the 3. I know a lot of people like to spread the floor, but this card, he's just meant to be there to be a beast of a center. He defends the paint and rebounds so well. Free throw is really not that hard to use. I can actually show you my free throw percentage real quick, or can I? Yeah, free throws made to free throws attempted, so just 70%, 0.2 to 0.3. Don't shoot too much with him, but you guys can see defense elite, 90 block, 84 shot contest, rebounding is looking great. He's actually not that slow. He's one of the faster big men as well. One thing compared to him and Elton Brand is 6'9", has lower acceleration and slightly lower speed. Artist Gilmore is 7'2", with just as high of a speed and acceleration. This card is basically a budget man's David Robinson with more size and 93 strength compared to Amethyst David Robinson, who actually only has 84 strength. That was super surprising to me, completely turned me off from David Robinson. But you guys can see top to bottom, this card is also very elite. Definitely a card I would recommend you pick up if you need a big man. He will defend cards like Mark Eaton. He will make Mark Eaton look like just some other card. And as far as his badges go, he's got rim protector, post spin, which is super cheesy on him, drop stepper, up and under, and hustle rebounder is always a nice badge to have. So this is definitely a card I would put at the number 5 position over cards like Dan Marley and stuff, because there's already so many shooting guards in the game. You're going to get better shooting guards as you go. For those of you that may like a stretch big, he might not be the option, but he's definitely a card you will enjoy to have on your lineup, especially when it comes to defense and rebounding. He rebounds like an absolute, like his rebounding is phenomenal. That is one of the reasons I love this card a lot. He plays more minutes than Amethyst, Mark Eaton, and a lot of other cards. And the best part is he is free. So yes, you can go pick up a Ruby Cat, you can go pick up a Ruby whatever. You could also go pick up an Amethyst Kevin Durant and disregard Scottie Pippen, but all of these are free reward token cards, and he is definitely a card I would recommend you have on the lineup. Some runner-ups though, I will say some runner-ups did include a card like Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman is an annoying defender. He does not have the greatest stats. He's actually got low lateral quickness toughness and speed, but that card still plays like a pain in the ass. He plays just like Scottie Pippen. He's just one of those cards, you know, you already get intimidated because you know he is such an elite defender. So he was one of the runner-ups to actually pick up, surprisingly. But these have to be the top 5 rubies. Other than that, go ahead, decide the 5 other rubies, lock it in, and start going for your amethysts. If you guys did enjoy this video enough, I will make a top 5 for the amethysts. For those of you that are on the amethysts already, let me know down in the comment section below if you would like that. But this will conclude the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, you know you gotta leave a like on this video, and for you new viewers, you know you gotta hit that subscribe button and join the Blasian Nation. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day, and take care.